Blog Talk Radio.
It's your boy Mike Massive, and you are now rocking with Ridin Durty Radio. Let's go!
Ridin Durty Radio.
And just like that, once again, it's on. What's the deal? It's your boy Vic Excel. This is Ridin Durty Radio Show, and it goes down right here on Blog Talk Radio. We're about to get it in. All right, let's get this thing going, man. All right, we got an exciting show, but before we get this show started, I want to let everybody know. One time for all our sponsors, one time for New Star Studios. That's right, New Star Studios. If you've ever seen those fly Ridin Durty flyers for events that we do, then you know that's New Star Studios. If you've ever seen the logo, you know that's New Star Studios. But also New Star Studios, they are a website designer, and my man Terrence is a great photographer. So if y'all need some work done on the website, some graphics, or if you need your pictures taken, then make sure you hit up newstarstudios.com. Alright, one time for Dr. Juice Cleanse. That's right, Dr. Juice Cleanse guarantees you can lose 25 pounds in just 10 days. Make sure you visit drjuicecleanse.com and they'll let you know what's happening real quick like. Alright, also y'all make sure y'all holler at my girl Tony Quick at Quick Tax Services and Credit Repair. And also make sure you visit sneakerbox.com and subscribe to sneakerbox.com if you're a sneaker lover, sneakerhead. And every month you will receive a hot box of goodies for all the sneakerheads in the world. Alright, now before we get this thing going, you know I always like to let y'all know about celebrity birthdays. And man, one time for everybody checking in, my man Iceman, my man Ron, my mom, Sandy, everybody on the check-in, man. Thank y'all for checking out and supporting the show. I see the numbers are drastically climbing real quick, and we're going to get it started. All right, celebrity birthdays for today is March the 13th, and one time for Cujo Goody of the Mighty Goody Mob, one half of the Lumberjacks. His birthday is today. Also, happy birthday to Chicago rapper and actor Common. They're both celebrating their birthday on March the 13th, which is today. So if y'all know those guys or follow them on social media, make sure you wish them a happy birthday. All right? All right. Now, got to get this thing going real quick. Like, we got a guest on the line right now, and we're going to bring him on real quick, and we're going to see what's going on with him. He's representing that North Cadillac. One time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all get together, get close to your computer, to your mobile device, and on the line, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, we have Mr. Chantly Jones. What's going on with you?
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm maintaining. How you been?
Oh, man, just maintaining, man, taking it one day at a time.
All right, let the world know, man. We got a lot of people in the Facebook Live chat room. I don't know if you had a chance to join, but also got a lot of people listening on the Blog Talk. Let everybody know where Chantly Jones is from.
I'm actually from Charlotte, North Carolina, born and raised.
All right, what's it like growing up in North Carolina?
Oh man, it's lovely, man. Beautiful weather. A lot of places to go. It's laid back. You know, it's homegrown. There's a lot of love.
All right, what made you decide to get into the entertainment business and become an MC?
Just growing up, like coming up, man, and just seeing the artists, the hip hop artists that was doing their thing. Cause I'm an '80s baby, so like I came up when it was all about the love of hip hop. Like it was all about real music, like the messages, and old school. So that's what actually made me want to be an MC and becoming an entrepreneur. I always wanted to have my own. So I always wanted to start my own business since I was a kid.
All right. Do you remember who some of your early influences were? Who made you want to pursue music, or some of the people that inspired you to do it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like the greats. The music. Eric B. and Rakim, Public Enemy, LL Cool J. It was a lot of artists like for me coming up. So I have a whole lot.
All right. At what age did you decide, like, you know what, I want to do this and I'm gonna take it serious?
I want to say around about. It was probably like I want to say like 7 or 8. I was real young, so when I wanted to start, I was real young, man, and it was something that I always wanted to do since I was a kid.
All right, 7 or 8 years old. At 7 or 8, man, could you have possibly been rapping about?
Well, see, back then, when I was coming up, it was always messages in hip hop. So, like, it was a big movement then, because back then it was like hip hop. It was starting to evolve because hip hop always evolving. So back then, for me, it was like it was more unity, as far as with music in the hip hop industry. So for me, it was when I was young, it was all about the dancing, and it's changed a lot because you used to have dance groups and stuff with music. So and rap. So it's to me, when I was young, we had different type of artists and different type of rappers that was actually had more stuff to, as a kid, you see dance moves and stuff like that, and that's what you like. So that's what I was looking at, and I wanted to do as a kid.
All right. So at what point did you realize, like, you know what, I can not only do this, but it can be a profitable business. I can inspire with it. There's all kind of different things I can do with it.
I want to say when I was probably around about 13, when I was like 13 then, I actually realized I really, I could probably at least take an effort and make some money off of it. But it really didn't really kick in until I want to say like 16, because I had a lot going on. But I want to say like 13. It really started like at 13.
Okay. All right. Do you remember that first studio experience and that first song experience?
Oh yeah, definitely. My first actual studio experience. It wasn't like my actual first studio experience was, I want to say it was probably around like 99, 2000. I actually went in an actual studio, and it was great, just going in the studio and just seeing all these boards and, the microphones and stuff, man. Because when you're a teenager and you want to always do it, it's like exciting. It's like a breath of fresh air. So yeah, I want to say like 99, 2000.
All right. What was that first? How exuberating was that first recording experience?
Oh man, it was lovely, man. I liked it because like when I first recorded, I didn't really know that they had to do all these things with a computer and put words and stuff. You had to let the music come together. It was real. I liked it, man. It was a good experience for me to be in the studio for the first time and see how actual producers and engineers do things with your vocals and music.
All right. Being from North Carolina, early on in hip hop, like in the early 2000s, we had Petey Pablo, who represented North Carolina to the fullest, and now in the latter 2000s, we got J. Cole definitely putting on from North Carolina. What's it like being a hip hop artist in North Carolina, and are there a lot of platforms and opportunities for you guys?
Well, it's more tougher for artists coming from North Carolina because we're in the South, but we're in a whole nother how can I say it, a whole nother world as artists, because you got different type of worlds of music and states. So for us as artists, it's real different, and the platforms are real different because you have the South and you have the West, and we on the Southeast, so the platforms for us is very different, but it's all hip hop. So it's like every artist can still have their own platform as long as you're making good music, because that's what the people focus on building a platform.
All right. Being an independent artist, and I know, especially in today's time and era, everybody talks about independence. What are some of the ups to being an independent artist, and what are some of the downs that you've experienced?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it. The ups I had, like with being an independent artist, is making your own decisions and doing what you want to do and able to do how you want to do it with your music and what you got going on as an artist, as an independent artist. But the downs of it can be harder for you to stay on a level as an independent artist because you have to put so much into it. So you gotta balance it out, ups and downs. It's like any other type of job you do, but it has a whole lot of positive things as being an independent artist. It shows you, being when you can be up and doing what you want to do, you feel so good about it. And then if you're down, it's like it's hard, but you gotta stay focused. And that was, with me, my ups was like, I'll be able to do what I want to do, go to these places, perform, network with artists. But, on the downside, it'd be like, okay, I got to do all this stuff by myself as an independent artist. But it makes you stronger. So that's the ups and downs I experienced.
All right. How do you feel like today? A lot of people talk about the new generation of hip hop, and the term mumble rap is being kicked around, and I noticed that you are artists who definitely thrive on your wordplay. How do you feel about the state of hip hop in 2017?
How I feel? Well, it's like like I said, hip hop is always evolving. So the lyrics is it's not like it used to be. So like a lot of artists, they don't have the knowledge of the lyrics of a song. So, it done changed tremendously from, the early days up until now. But it's always hip hop. You always gonna have lyricists because, hip hop is like school. So you have a lot of students and you have a lot of mentors, and you have different artists that look up to these different type of artists. So to me, I feel like it's changed, with the mumbling and stuff like that. But it always can become better with artists with wordplay. Because, you have artists that might do it, and then they might look at an artist like, oh, I like this dude's, his lyrics and stuff. How can I step it up and do those type of wordplays and make those type of lyrics?
All right. Do you feel like the older generation is laying proper groundwork for the newer generation? Because a lot of times when I listen to people who've been around hip hop for a while, in the 40s maybe, they tend to not give it up to the new generation.
Right. Yeah, it's hard, because, you got to think about all the things that the older generation has went through and paved the way for the younger generation. So it kind of, it becomes kind of tough on the younger generation. But, the older generation, they just have to, try to at least accept it and, make forth of an effort, try to, appreciate the younger generation, because they're not young now. And like I said, hip-hop is always evolving. So you have to look at it different to when they was coming up to now, because it's totally different.
All right. Do you think with the emergence of the internet, it's become easier to be a successful artist?
Well, I just say it does, but it doesn't, because you always have it's always ways to be an artist besides the internet, and the roots of being an artist wasn't built on the internet. So it's good to be on the internet, but it's also good to be in the real world as an artist, because people, they want to see you out there. And they want to feel you, you know what I'm saying? They want to at least know that this artist is not just at a computer. This artist is real. I can relate to this artist. So it's good to be on the social, the internet side, but it's also good to be out in the real world, in reality, as an artist, because you got to touch the people.
All right. So right now, actually, we're not in the midst of it. It's about over. So, but if you hadn't been on the rock, you've definitely heard about it, and I want to get your opinion on it. We're in the midst of this Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj beef. What's your opinion on hip-hop beef? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's necessary? Like, where do you stand?
Well, the thing about, hip-hop beef, it always, in the beginning it was always hip-hop beef, but it wasn't nothing that resorted into violence. You always had hip-hop battles. Because, freestyling, we had freestyle battles. That was beef, but it wasn't no, physical beef. It was, all about the lyrics. So how I feel about it, it's just hip-hop. To me, it's just all hip-hop.
All right, if someone was to diss you in a record, what would be your response?
Well, if I got a diss record, I have to respond back, because I'm a lyricist. And I started out as a freestyle battle artist. So to me, it's all about the hip hop, and that's how you get people to really look at your lyrics in hip hop, because you throw on those punchlines. So as long as it's not something that resorts into violence and physical altercations, that's what hip hop is all about. It's all about the wordplay, the lyrics, and making a statement for yourself as an artist. Because that's what the people like. People like real lyrics and raw talent.
All right. Also, in your career, you've had a chance to get your feet wet working at your local radio station, WPEG Power 98. What was that like, and what did you take from the experience of working at the radio station that you applied to being an artist?
Oh, man, to me, man, that experience was real good for me, because I was young, and, I got to see a few, celebrities come through the station, and it was all about me building my personality in the music business. It showed the versatility of me, networking with people and being around people that this was their careers, for a long time. And it also gave me the ability to know how to work, stuff that I never did know how to work. And I loved it, man. And it's all about those type of things as a kid, as a teenager, because you get to be around positive people that's in the music business, and they can show you things that you need to further your career and, you know, better yourself as an artist or any type of, you know, career that you choose in the music.
All right. Were you one of the people, like back in the day, I used to think all the songs you heard on the radio were the best songs. Did you get a chance to experience how hard it is to actually get your song played on the radio by working at the radio station?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's definitely hard. Yeah, because like it's all about the people. Like what a lot of artists doesn't know, the radio station is built on them. You know, artists out here all the time. Artists be saying, "Oh, you know, the people, you know, the big heads, they run the station," but really it's the people. Because y'all have to make sure that y'all calling that station and requesting the songs. If it's not, if it wasn't for y'all, it wouldn't be no station because y'all want to help pay the bills. So I learned a lot from that, and by me like stepping out and trying to do this, making it happen, I know that it's real hard to get played on the station. But like I said, it's all about the people.
All right. Do you actually believe the concept, like radio stations tell a lot of artists, man, if people call and request it, we'll play it. Do you feel like that's true?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think that like you have to, you know, the artists, definitely like for me, I definitely agree that you gotta call the station and request the songs because that's how the artist is getting known, and that's what makes the DJ play the record. If this DJ getting a call every day to play this record, you know, he's gonna be like, man, I gotta break this record. I mean, who is this person? So yeah, definitely, it's all about calling the station and talking to these people because communication is the key to success. So if you communicating and calling the station all the time, of course they're gonna want to play it.
I feel you. Do you think payola is still in full effect when it comes to radio? Do you think it's about who got the deepest pockets? Oh,
well, that too, because, you know, the thing about payola, it's a business. So, you know, with the music business, it's a lot of majors, and the majors, you know, they always got their hands in, you know, into the music business. So, you know, that was always it wasn't like that at the beginning. It changed over. So yeah, I can actually say, you know, payola is all with payola because you might get some love, but it's all about the money. You know, everything is built on the money in the music business because everybody has to get paid. So yeah, definitely, I can say I can agree with that.
All right, how do you feel? Because this is something that here in Atlanta, a lot of artists tend to complain about. How do you feel the artists, especially the independent artists, and the local DJ relationship is? Because a lot of artists complain about DJs. A lot of DJs complain that once artists get big, they don't show no love. Like, where do you see independent artist relationships when it comes to DJs, and do you think DJs are even necessary in breaking an independent artist?
Yeah, I definitely think DJs are necessary to break independent artists. It's all about building a good relationship with DJs, and you know the artist has to realize that you know the DJ is the plug. I mean, you know, you think you know, artists may think that they're doing something without the DJ, but, you know, it's elements in hip-hop. Without the DJ, there is no hip-hop. So you have to build those type of relationships.
All right. I don't know if I just lost my man Chantly or not. I think his phone dropped. All right, well, check this out. I'm going to play my man Chantly's joint called I Grind and see if we can get him back on the line before the show ends. Yeah, his phone definitely dropped. I'm looking at it. All right, this is his joint I Grind, and we're going to get him back on before the show ends. All right? Your boy Vic XL, Ridin Durty. Actually, got him plugged back in. Chantly, you back on the line?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back, man. It must have been a drop call. But yeah, definitely I want to say it's all about building a relationship with DJs. Like, I always support any DJ, and you never want to burn a bridge with a DJ. That's the worst thing an artist can do, because, you know, you always want to build good relationship with DJs. But yeah, you know, it's all about having a DJ.
All right, let's do this. You got a brand new record called I Grind. Explain the record to the people, what the concept is. I'm sure everybody know what grinding is, but explain your concept behind this record, I Grind, who produced it, and just everything that went into making it.
Okay. Actually, the concept behind my song I Grind, it was actually a concept I actually wrote. The song I wrote, it was based on me going through trials and tribulations in life, and just, you know, making a song that people could actually relate to, and could understand as far as being out there going through things. And the producer who actually produced it, his name is B Fresh. He's by LA. He's a real good producer. He's the in-house producer to my company, my label, Open Season Records. I've been building this for quite some time. And it's a well-rounded record, man. A lot of people like it. You know, a lot of people might not like it. But I just made the song. The concept was me explaining how I came up and the trials and tribulations and stuff I went through in my life as an artist.
All right, do me one big favor before we close this thing out, because I got a lot of people in the Facebook Live and a lot of people checking this out on Blog Talk in my chat room. Let everybody know how to get in touch with Chantly Jones, social media wise.
You can actually contact me on Facebook, Chantly Jones, Twitter, Chantly Jones, Instagram, Chantly Jones. You can actually check me out on YouTube. And my booking and feature contact is 704-492-8598.
All right. Quick question. You have a record with Gunplay of MMG. How'd that come about?
Oh, it was a blessing. I had actually ended up in Miami, and I had got in contact with a film director, and he actually gave me a number to contact Gunplay's publicist, PR at the time. And once I contacted her, she plugged me into Gunplay, and the rest was history.
What was it like working with established artists like Gunplay?
Oh, it was blessing, man, because, you know, I actually got to be in the studio with him, and I actually got to see him go in the booth and rip it. It was amazing, man, because I never thought I could actually be in a situation like that. But, you know, God works in mysterious ways.
All right, true that. Where can people find this single, I Grind?
You can actually go on iTunes. You can go on iTunes, or you can actually go to CD Baby. It's available for 99 cents. You can actually download it. I actually got it on YouTube as well, and it's actually on SoundCloud as well. You can go to SOM-music/something.
90 seconds.
You can actually check it out on SoundCloud as well.
All right, introduce the song to the world.
Yeah, ATL, this Chantly Jones single, I Grind, we about to tear it up. Let's go. When the was out here in the streets, getting this money, in the dope game.
I need y'all to give me y'all opinion on this record. Y'all are the real A&Rs. Everybody that's in the chat room right now, I need your A&R skills. Y'all let my man Chantly know if his record I Grind is official.
I grind through the struggle. I pray through the struggle. I work through the struggle. I ball through the struggle. I grind through the struggle. I grind through the struggle.
If you out there grinding, you definitely understand the feel this record.
I work through the struggle. I ball through the struggle. I grind through the struggle. All I ever needed was money, dope, and a few blocks. stand away from these haters, made my way to the top.
10 seconds.
Hustle, keep it G, get your money up. I ball hard, I'm from the streets, I don't give. Have you ever been down broke to your last?
You ever been down to your last?
Make a way when you're doing bad. I know
Alright.
the feeling, dog. I done been in there. I stayed down.
What's up, DJ Pooh?
When nobody
What's up,
cares.
Ice Man?
That's why I smoke, drink, brew.
What's up,
and
Dashiko?
shakes. And say the police cause they straight.
X-Ray in the building.
Go by.
Got my mom Dix on the check-in. Sandy and Dawn on the check-in. My man Cortez on the check-in.
I pray through the struggle. I work through the struggle. I ball through the struggle. I grind through the struggle. I grind through the struggle. I grind through the struggle. I pray through the struggle. I work through the struggle. I ball through the struggle. I grind
Let me get your feedback on this record.
It's a penitentiary chance that a rip take. But I'm a baller, I'm a grind what a hater say. I'ma get this cake, blow the bag, hit the mall.
I finally brought my cup here, man. My Ridin Durty radio cup. I had to dig it out.
I'm from a hood, you show respect. It'll take you a long way. Some others,
Appreciate that, Ron.
Made
I
me
mean,
a
Chantly
better
Jones,
man
definitely appreciate
any day,
that.
anytime, any day. I'ma go for mine on this loud back so I can ease my mind. R.I.P. to all my dogs that I kick it with. I'm a chill, blazer, I hope you feel it. I reminisce, throw my hands in the sky, I feel so fabulous. I grind through the struggle, I pray through the struggle, I work through the struggle.
Hey, my man talking about praying through the struggle. Now, we all need to pray our way through the struggle. Now, whatever you're going through, do not forget to pray. When you wake up in the morning, instead of counting your money, count your blessings, alright? Alright? Pray your way through it, man. Pray to get you through whatever you're going through. Pray your way through it, man. Stay prayed up.
I grind through the struggle, I grind through the struggle, I pray through the struggle, I work through the struggle, I ball through the struggle, I grind through the struggle, I grind through the struggle, I grind through the struggle, I pray through the struggle, I work through the struggle, I ball through the struggle, I grind.
Appreciate that, DJ Big O. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that was my man Chantly Jones right here on Ridin Durty Radio on blogtalkradio.com. Again, man, I gotta say one time for WRFG
Thank you for using
89.3
Blog Talk Radio.
FM.
Goodbye.
The creator and FM home of the Ridin Durty Radio Show, man. Thank you to everybody that supports, everybody that checks out the show right here on Facebook Live. Whether you listen on Facebook Live, whether you listen on SoundCloud, whether you're listening on Blog Talk, I definitely appreciate you guys, and I see this thing is definitely growing. Y'all do me a favor and share the show. We're trying to do medium things, because everybody say they're doing big things. We're trying to do things at God's pace, all right? So that's how we're doing this thing, man. I'm about to go hop into bed. I got a long day tomorrow. I got to hit the J.O. I might hit y'all with another interview tomorrow about 11 a.m. I ain't sure yet, but, man, y'all keep riding dirty, and I just want to let y'all know, in the words of Frederick Douglass, it's easier to build children than to remake men. Alright? Your boy Vic XL, man. Ridin Durty Radio. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.